There's a song on Mule Variations. It's a spoken word piece, a little reminiscent of the work of Ken Nordine, called What's He Building? Do your neighbors look at you with this sort of bewildered curiosity?
Gee, I hope not. It's kind of tipping my hat to Ken Nordine. It was a big influence on me. Ken lives in Chicago. Is a peculiar imagination and tells remarkable stories. This was started out as a song, and I wasn't able to get it to fly as a song, and so I just took the words and started talking them, and it all just kind of came together. So it's just what we all do to each other, I guess, as neighbors. If you live in an apartment building or on a block, wherever you are, we all know 2 or 3 things about the people we live around, and we put them together and create a story. He said he was from Tampa, but yet he's got Indiana plates, and gee, what is that about? He wears all his clothes inside out. He walks backwards. He shaved his head only on one side, so we all do that, I guess. And just wondering about those things. It's just a song that happened pretty fast. And then the music in the background was spontaneous as well. We just set up a room with a lot of percussion, and everyone just kind of moved around banging on things while I talked.
So, Tom, what is he building in there?
He's a tweaker. I don't know. My theory is that he's talking about himself. But, I don't know what it is. It's just one of those strange little short story.
What's He Building is like a short film. And, of course, it's no secret that you've done a lot of film work over the years. In movies like Down by Law, Shortcuts, Rumblefish, Bram Stoker's Dracula. When you're doing this film work, does that free up your writing, your musical writing, in terms of being able to explore other characters besides yourself?
I do some acting, but to say that I'm an actor is perhaps a little ambitious. I do some acting, and I'm working at it. Usually I end up doing a very small part in a large film, or I'm offered a large part in a very small film that no one will ever see. Film work there's a lot of dead air. You have to bring a book. You have to bring a library. It's a lot of waiting around.
You've not only acted in films, but you've done music for films. Dead Man Walking recently, going all the way back to One from the Heart. And there were some theatrical productions you were involved with. One was Frank's Wild Years, which I think that was done in Chicago. Why didn't you ever take that on the road to other cities?
Too much work. Too much trouble. A play is a lot of work. So, we did it, and it ran, and people came and saw it, and everyone seemed to love it, and had fun doing it, and then that was it. Moved on. It was good to be in Chicago. I got a lot of friends in Chicago. We did it at Steppenwolf Theater. They're all amazing people and great actors. You got to really be devoted to a play in order to get on it and stay on it and then ride it all over the country. So I don't know if we really had that level of commitment.
Well, what about your level of commitment to playing some live concerts after the release of Mule Variations?
We'll do some dates somewhere. I'm not sure where or how many. Buenos Aires for one night in that small little place. It only seats 3. Now we're going to play some places, probably the big cities. Touring is hard. There are a lot of variables, and I've been doing it a long time, and so I don't know. We'll probably go to Portugal and Kansas and Tampa, and then come home.
If you were to play a concert, would you consider any of your material open game, or would you just be concentrating on the later stuff?
I don't know. I get requests for things from the early records, and I do a smattering of that. It's hard. Pretty much you got to do whatever you feel like doing. I'm not a jukebox, so I play whatever I feel. And different bands are suited for different material, and try to find a group that can accommodate a lot of different styles.
It seems like one of the moods you're in lately, at least after listening to Mule Variations, is a very personal mood. There's a lot of direct songs here, even some sentimental tearjerkers, if you'll give me that. Tell me about one, Picture in a Frame.
Well, that's a song to Kathleen, and I don't know what to say about it. It's a love song. So there.
The Mule Variations, 1 minute it's really primal with the blues thing going on, and the next minute you're kind of in outer space. I was thinking that was kind of where Dylan was at on his record, Time Out of Mind. What did you make of the last Dylan record?
Oh, I love that record, yeah. That was a great record. Great sound, too. Very intimate, and I love all his records, really.
Are there any current musicians that you like to listen to?
Oh, yeah. Well, I like Guy Clark a lot. I've known him for a long time. And I like Lucinda Williams. I like her a lot. Met her at some point, back a couple of months ago. She came through and she was playing on bill with Dylan and Van Morrison. Got to chat with her a little bit. That was very pleasant. And loved her record. A Sparkle Horse, those guys. And like all that stuff. And who else? Tricky, I like Tricky a lot. And Portishead and Eddie Izzard. Yeah.
So you just rattled off a pretty eclectic mix of artists there. And a pretty eclectic mix of artists have done your songs. Springsteen, Rod Stewart, The Eagles, Marianne Faithfull.
Mm-hmm.
What makes a cover of one of your songs please you?
You have to kind of bury it and then dig it up later. Because when you first hear it, it doesn't sound right. But it's a good thing. People do other people's songs. It's just, you get... And then when I do somebody else's song, I'll kick a hole in it, because you just do, because you're doing somebody else's song, and you're going to bend it around to fit you, so it feels right for you. You'll break the arm so it'll fit into the coffin. You're just going to do that. That's what everybody does. But a lot of them I do like, and some of them I go, oh man, they missed the mark on that. But all in all, it's still very flattering. Someone does your song. I liked the Ramones doing that. I Don't Want to Grow Up. I liked Jeffrey Lee Pierce did Pasties in a G String, and there's a couple. But yeah, all of them. Oh, Johnny Cash did a song of mine, which was a big thrill. I said, okay, I can quit now. I'm all done. On that last record of his, the one he did with Rick Rubin.
Like Leonard Cohen, Tom, you were born with the gift of a golden voice. What's the most interesting way anyone ever described your voice?
I'm the gravelly voiced singer. Invariably, that's how I'm referred to. And gargling with various cleaning products, that type of thing. They're trying to be funny. I'm okay with that.
Do you ever surf the internet?
I've never been in the water.
Well, you've got some obsessive fans who keep up some pretty intense websites, and I know they have a festival devoted to your work in New York every year. How do you deal with such fanaticism when you meet these people?
I don't meet these people. I get letters from people. I get a letter from a guy in Michigan. Yeah, he's like 9. He brought one of my records to school, and he got in big trouble, and he wanted me to come out there and defend him. He wanted me to fly out there and go to school with him, talk to his teacher. And I said, well, I just can't do that. I'm busy here with other things. And people tell you things in these letters that they probably shouldn't, but because I'm a stranger, maybe it's easier. It's like talking to a bartender, probably.
So Mule Variations, it's finished, it's coming out. You you release it. It's out of your hands. What do you expect to happen with the music after that?
Sylvia Miles said, "People will come and go, but theatrical memorabilia will never let you down as long as you keep it in clear plastic." And that's always stayed with me. I don't know what that means, but I always love that.